As you can see, I took a frozen mackerel out of the freezer earlier on, 2 or 3 years ago. It's not quite thawed out yet, but it's thawed out enough to fillet them. Used to cut it up with a knife, but I started using a pair of shears because you can get some bony shapes with the shears. I start with the belly of the mackerel, and for the day is cut straps like this off of the belly. And I do different sizes, different lengths, depending what I'm fishing for. If I'm fishing for flatties on the beach, I'll cut them maybe a kind of size. Sometimes I put longer strips on, like it is bit, and it looks awful similar to a sand eel or something like that, a wee fish. Now you'll notice I've left the guts on the plate here. Got a reason for that, so it'll become apparent in no long. Right, I'll do this side now. Just cut them into shapes like they're wee fishies, different sizes. Now that's all the belly of the mackerel. This bit that's left, I'm going to cut right up through the middle, cut it into 2 bits. Do the same with this fillet. And then chop it up into wee chunks, just like that. Any size you want, depending what fish you're targeting. Now that's a wee chunks, and this is all the belly, different sizes that I've cut. Next stage is just to put a layer of salt on the bottom here. You don't need to overdo it. And a layer of the wee chunks of the bait, wee cubes, and a layer of salt again. Just like that. Then I need to overdo it with the salt. Then another layer of the chunks. Salt again. Just table salt. And then here's all the belly strips. Spread them out a bit so that I get a layer of salt onto them. Then for a day, I'll put the guts back on and the livers, because you've got a lot of bleed in this guts, and the livers here is full of oil, so you don't want to lose that oil. And some salt again. Now that's it, that's all you need. I just took a couple of minties, maybe 5 minties at the most. And that's why I do my salted mackerel for my bait. That's why I've always done it. I see some folk putting loads of salt on and drying out the mackerel. Well, I don't like to do that because it's taking all the goodness out of the mackerel. This mackerel's full of oil and all that bleed. the juices, not. You want to keep all that in there. That's all amount of salt you need, because what the salt does is it cures the fish, firms up the skin, and makes a brine of the juices. And you cast out your bait, you'll even see some oil floating up the top of water off the mackerel. And the fish is picking it up and following it right to your bait. All you need to do now is pop it in the freezer, or in my case I'm putting it in a chill in a house, because I'm going out fishing early in the morning with this. Now you can make a whole batch of this at once. Then I just use this Chinese carry-out containers. I'm sure 2 or 3 out there will be like me, and you have a few of this in the house saved up for this purpose. You can make a batch and just freeze them. Take them out the night before. They actually do not take long to thaw out because they've got salt on them. I can fish a whole day in the beach with this because the salt has cured the bait. Even with the sun beating down, they're still okay for a whole day without being chilled. You can even give them a wee mix up, make sure all the salt goes around them all. That's how I was doing my salted mackerel. I think it's the best bait there is, and I can't see past it. Of course, we get plenty mackerel in the boat, so I've usually got a good stock of it in the freezer. Anyway, I've just thought I'd let you see that, the way I do my salted mackerel. Keep our juices in. It's really important that.